This is such a good analogy of everything that we teach you about manual trading. I mean, can you see how cliche this short setup is? I mean, gee whiz, that's basically textbook. Hey, the only thing, the difference is this should be a red box, not a green box. I mean, it's absolutely textbook. And then to add insult to injury, like the pullback, right? You could even do a reload zone of a reload zone, right? And you guys have heard me talk about if I can get like overlapping reload zones. Oh my God, what an awesome trade location. So look at that. I mean, just absolutely textbook going short anywhere in there. That's the manual trading, and if anything, I think I started off the conversation with you guys today that I was very pleased that people like Chris were actually shorting crypto up top here. I mean, big, and Effie, you've heard Effie, of course, on the site talking about shorting the corn. Jeez, what a perfect signal. Way to go, you monster traders. Well done. What do you say now, though? Oh boy. We did break these lows. If you just think of just very simple market structure, lower highs, and this one, of course, is way up here, and lower lows. So that's going back all the way up here. That technically is bearish. This is a 30-minute chart. So this is sort of like your day trader kind of guys looking. I might argue also too, like if maybe we even go out to a 4-hour, let's see if we still have that bearish structure. Yeah, we do. And on a 4-hour basis now, because we've gone through this low, I think we can make the argument the market is smiling. Uh-oh. Our rule, of course, is considering we just banged up, and I think this was the old Megaphone top level that we've been following forever. So there's that Megaphone top. This started it off. What an ugly commentary on megaphones, eh? They're such a pain in the ass. FOMC is over here. Believe it or not, this, I don't actually think, I mean, yes, there is an M here now, right? And actually there's a few, but there is this one. So that is there. And we did close below it. So, institutional people, they will look at that and go, well, that's definitely a double top. So we've done some serious technical damage. And with the algo sell signal here, I think actually the trade is that M top fail right there. What it might be going forward is I wait for the algo signal, and then I have to wait at that point for actual short setup versus just going in and just hitting the bid on the signal itself. I'm okay with that. And I think on balance, you can see lower highs and lower lows. And then if we go over to the actual crypto market, you can see the total market cap is actually down 4.5% today. So that in itself, I think, is validation that, things are looking a little bit tough. DEFIPERP, you tell me. And I suppose this is speaking to Chris's MetaMask issues, because that's probably what this is all about. There's your absolutely insane blow off top. And then we went just absolutely crashing straight down. And now if nobody can trust their MetaMask wallets, and all of the money is just slowly being drained out of them, and nobody's taking any personal responsibility for this, how do you think that's going to go over with people using DeFi and using MetaMask going forward? Does it make sense that you might find that if this MetaMask thing gets inertia, that the whole DeFi sort of ecosystem starts to cannibalize itself? I could see that happen. Go slowly here, people. Do not chase. Do not chase. Do not chase. If anything, over the coming sessions, I want to keep a close eye on these guys. If I happen to see a trade setup come in here, I might strap some of this on, because this thing looks ridiculously cheap here. I mean, look at, you just saw there, right? This is just simply from the rally from the end of the year in Bitcoin. So this is, where are we here? Down about 0.8 of a cent. And this was 4 or 5 cents. Could you get a double off here or move back to the 50% roll? I suppose it'd be a little bit higher now. Anywhere into this huge range here, probably going to run into a bit of resistance against that high there. And I don't know whether I want to pay 8. What I might do is just, if we can get some sort of W that comes in here, I might throw in things like reload zone bids off of lower time frames. Yeah, you can see there's the W. It's plain as day. Looks like 0.7 a cent, 7.6 tenths of a cent. Then also that level right there, right? And then if we draw a rate, that's assuming that we stop here. I don't know whether we are or not, but if we do stop and Bitcoin counter trend rallies, oh, what a surprise. Look how the reload zone lines up with those structural levels really nicely. Anywhere down in here, this area here, if you start getting sexy looking W's, that's what gets Brian all excited. That there. So I'll be watching for that going forward. Those ETH heading down, probably the same conversation. Looks like, that went to new lows. So one bottom, and then interesting, a W within the bigger W. Same sort of logic, right? So I don't know where the top is. They might take this thing a bit higher. But I'll just be drawing reload zones, doing, of course, horizontal support and resistance off of the breakout levels, seeing if there are opportunities to sneak in on this thing down here if we do actually go and top out on the corn. If anything, what I would say, this is probably a really good time for you to be drawing out your reload zones, picking your names that you did like, that you were not able to get into. Stay the hell away from all the trucks crap right now, and maybe even forevermore. But Rend, that's a good example. This was Sjord's idea recently here. I still am totally comfortable with this thing coming all the way back down here. I know it's going to drive you crazy, and it might even take all the way into the end of June. May and June are just shit months. It wouldn't surprise me if, however, we can actually go in and start Wing out here. I might, draw bots and see if I can sneak in on some sort of short-term bot trade. But I would prefer not to do that trade, to be honest with you. I would much prefer, although Sjord wouldn't like that, but I would much prefer that we come all the way back down, put in a nice pretty W, and start climbing the wall of worry again from down here. Obviously, this ABCD reference is off the table, but now maybe we go A to B like that, and C to D like that, because that high actually technically is lower than that high, and that will just basically mean a washing out of these lows. Julian's PvP mode. Then we went after the stops, all that. Actually, interesting. Sjord was super bullish of this hello group. I mean, as you can see, or hello, whatever you want to call it. There's no way in hell I can touch that. You can see where I would be interested in buying this thing down here. Beautiful reload zone. That was the buy right there at, what's that, 6,000 sats or whatever the hell this is. 6/10 of a penny. So up here, that's 10x off of those lows. No way I can touch that. Just can't touch it. Hey, for Sjord's sake, let's hope this is a rip-roaring bull and it's going to the moon. I don't know. Maybe. Could be. But I can't buy that there.